Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm TheRatman, this is Rimworld. Let's get right into it, shall we? So, if I had to describe this game, I basically call it like a management simulator where you try to survive in a Wild West, but it's not the Wild West, it's like outer space Wild West. It's kind of wild to explain. Management simulator, you try to defend yourself against other people and raids and animals and all that good shit. And what you do before you start the game is you select a storyteller, which is kind of unique. I've never seen anything like this before, and this basically sort of handles how things are going to progress along. So we have Cassandra. Cassandra creates story events on a classic increasing curve of challenge and tension. She'll push you with dangerous events, then give breathing room, then come back to push once more. So yeah, Cassandra's basically like fair mode, sort of. Except in my experience, she's not actually that fair. We have Phoebe Chillax. Phoebe gives you lots of time between disasters to build your colony, but beware, at high difficulties, she'll hit as hard as anyone. So Phoebe's sort of like the way you want to play if you just want to build a base, and not have to deal with all that complicated shit until later. Then we have my boy Randy. Randy doesn't follow the rules. He'll generate random events, and he doesn't care if they make a story triumph or utter hopelessness. It's all drama to him. Warning, since Randy is truly random, he will sometimes send extremely difficult or unfair groups of events at you. It makes for high drama and unavoidable sacrifices. So this is my guy. I like Randy. Sandra, you're nice. Phoebe, you're nice. But Randy, he's my man. I have a love-hate relationship with this guy. Let's see, and we want to do commitment mode. That's right. No save scumming. We're all going to do it in one go. And merciless mode, I do not touch this. There we go. Let's see, seed village, that's fine. Global coverage, we will generate 100% of the world, because I'm crazy like that. So, this game, it has a few other names. Some people call this Dwarf Fortress ripoff, and that's kinda true, but I wouldn't say a ripoff is... Well, no one calls it a ripoff, it's just heavily inspired by Dwarf Fortress. Unlike Dwarf Fortress though, you don't have Z levels, you can't go up and down stairs or anything like that. Everything's just on one level to reduce complicatedness. This game also has another name. A lot of people like to call it a war crime simulator because you can do some really, really heinous things in this game. I don't do those things. No. People who do are insane. And I've selected a random site. This is a boreal forest. Forests of coniferous trees during the harsh winters, despite the harsh winters, boreal forests have sustained a diverse population of small and large animals and have warm summers. Alright, not a bad starting point. And then before we begin, you get to select people that you want to take with you. So right now we have Latch, the smuggler, Callisti, the escaped convict, and Severin, the activist. And over here we've got people that we can also take with us if we want to swap them out. So let's look real quick. Latch. You are very, very old. You have a cataract, you have hearing loss, you have asthma, and you have a bad back. So we're just gonna go ahead and put you at the bottom. There we go. Alright, what do we got? Callisti, 47. You have gray hair at 47. That's okay. And you just want to look at their skills, look at their traits. So we have very neurotic, a hard worker, and chemical fascination. Well, so let me explain what I'm looking for. So what I look for in this game is construction. You need someone that's good at building things so you can get your infrastructure going. You need someone that's good at cooking, which she is, sort of, so that you don't get food poisoning, because that is a thing. And for the last skill, I usually just say, hey, you know what? If you're good at something, I'll take you. Most people, they do, what is it? They want construction, mining, and plants. I prefer construction, cooking, and then the last skill being a flex skill. Alright, so I'll consider this person. Only thing I'm worried about is chemical fascination. She'll want to do drugs if there are any available. Okay, what else we got? Sean Pedersen. Jealous, transhumanist. You're really good at cooking. Alrighty then, what do we got? So if he's really good at cooking, then I don't really need this person. Put you down there. Jealous. For Sever, it's degrading to have a less impressive bedroom than anyone else. He gets a mood loss if any colonist has a more impressive bedroom. So yeah. That's always annoying to deal with. And as you can imagine, I'm going to be stuck on the screen for a very long time. I'll include a timestamp so you guys can skip forward. Hey, what do we got here? Asthma, minor. Incapable of cooking, mining, tough, psychically hypersensitive, and bloodlust. Asthma kind of bothers me. I wonder if I can deal with that. Really good construction, though. Really good social. This guy, he might be what we're looking for. We'll consider him. You have psychic addiction, so if someone has a drug addiction, you really don't want them. Next. Oop. Xavier, taxonomist, incapable of violent, caring, or social. Plants, animals, okay. Not exactly what we're looking for, but not the worst either. Slowpoke, that's always a bother. Alex, sickly child. As a child, Alex suffered from a rare disease. Quarantined in a research hospital, she had minimal human contact and got little physical exercise. Interesting. Let me think again. 1 cook, 1 constructor. Even though he's got asthma, I'm sure we'll be able to handle that. Oh, not Xavier. Get this guy out of here. Sickly child. You're beautiful. You're beautiful. What else? Incapable of intellectual and cleaning. That's always a bother too. Really good at shooting though. And crafting, wow. Okay, so let me think again. 1 cook, 1 constructor, and I think... Should we have a doctor, or should we have a really good bodyguard? You know what, I'm gonna go with this guy. Sorry, Alex. Alright, so we have Sean Pedersen, Ryushu Yosai, and Sam Garador. These 3 will lead us to glory. Let's go. Boop. Alright, get that loaded. So the first thing that you do when you start up Rimworld, there we go. You pause the frickin' game, and you just sort of look around, see what you're doing, see where you're at. And what you really want to look for is fertile farmland. Where is it? Oh, here we go. So right here, see this patch of dirt over here that's darker than everything else? This is fertile ground, or rich soil, whatever you want to call it. You really want to have your starting position somewhere over there with rich soil. I'm just going to pan around for a bit, look for more of it. I don't really see any though. Oh, here's one, but I don't really want this spot. It's kind of too close to the edge of the map. And if I get a raid spawned over here near the edges, that's going to be real tough to deal with, so I'd rather not. This one's better. Yeah, this one's doable. Where else? Where else can I look? Well, that's basically it. Oh, and this map has a river on it. That's cool. Alright, so my 2 choices are over here. I'd rather not do over there. That's a weird little spot. Over here is not... it's right in the middle of a river. Maybe not. Alright, guess we'll just do it over here. Why not? So I am running a few mods. One of these mods that I'm running is this right here, Growing Zone by Terrain. It lets me click on rich soil and just boop, automatically make the growing zone. I don't need it to be that big though. Let's just go ahead and fix that. Do shrink zone. Like that should be good. There we go. We're gonna go back to our colonists now, and we're gonna unforbid everything. For some reason, Rimworld starts you off with everything forbidden, so no one can touch anything. I don't know why they decided to do that. Obviously, I want all this stuff. I know there's a mod I could download to make it not do that. I'd rather not deal with that right now. Okay, who was our bodyguard again? I believe it was Sammy, right? Sammy was the insane shot. Bio. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so Bio, or not Bio, Sammy can have all the guns. Go ahead and equip that. Thank you. What else do I need to do? I'm drawing a blank here. Well, this is awkward. Oh yeah, I need to change this to rice, because rice grows very fast. Oh, I remember now. We have to set up our work priorities. Yay! So this is a lot of fun. Feel free to skip forward if this is all boring to you. I'll tell you when the game really starts somewhere. Basically, from left to right, these are the things that colonists will prioritize doing. So for example, all the way on the left, we have firefighting. That's very important. People will want to do that as high priority. Doctoring is high priority. Cooking is higher priority. And all the way down, 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 down. But if you want people to prioritize something even more, you can change these numbers around. So for example, I'll set everyone to 1. That means that if there's a fire, they will absolutely prioritize it over everything else, absolutely. If they have injuries, I want them all to go to bed and rest. Unless you're a doctor. If you're a doctor, do your doctor thing. Actually, no, I don't want you to be the doctor, you be the doctor. There we go. And you can be a doctor if the need for it arises. You be the patient, so that you will always be a doctor for being a patient first. Bed rest, everyone should get their bed rest. Basic. Basic is just doing things like flicking switches. You want that to be set at 1 because it's real easy for everyone to do. Warden, we'll deal with that later. Let's see, cook. You're the cook, and you will be the hunter. You will construct things, you can also grow things. And I guess that leaves you to mine, because one of you can't do it. And I'll make it so that if other people can construct things, if other people have time to construct things, they can do it. But it won't be on their high priority, only one person will do that. Same with mining, same with growing. Cooking, I only want one person to cook. It should be the guy that's good at it. If I get this guy to cook, he'll probably screw it up, and that will be bad. And, oh, I need handling too. You can do it. He starts out with low skill level, but the little flame in the bottom right of his box, if you can see that, means he learns it faster. So he'll start out pretty crappy, but he'll get better at it. Everyone cut plants. Smith, tailor, arts and crafts. We don't have to worry about that yet. Actually, for crafting, we do have to worry about that. I lied. Hauling, everyone do that. Cleaning, everyone do that. And we don't have to worry about research. So there you go. That's how I set up my work priorities. It's not perfect, but it'll do for now. Let's see. And I'm just gonna start the game real quick. Boom. There we go. So Sam is gonna put on the gun. I also need you to put on the vest. Let's speed that up a little, actually. Wear the helmet. And wear the pants. There we go. There we go. So now that we've done all that, I'll pause the game again. And like, everyone's already doing things automatically. That's nice. So ideally, you want things set up so that you don't have to do things on your own. Everyone just does things automatically with good planning. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but that's okay. So the first thing that I usually build is I get the stonecutters table going. You need this because you need to make structures, and you can make structures out of wood. I just don't recommend it because wood is flammable, it burns, it's really weak, it's really easy to destroy. So yeah, none of that. Get that going first. There we go. Let's see, what else do I need? I also need a place for everyone to put things. Let's get some of this going. Nice. And when I build things, I usually design them in odds. I just like odd numbers. I'm weird like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. When everyone first starts out, they have this crypto sleep sickness, so they all like to puke everywhere. Oh yeah, just puke. Just puke all over the spot. There you go. Let it all out. Just puke into this lake too, why don't you? Sorry, marsh. Just puke into this marsh. It'll be fine. I set this to grow rice, right? Yeah, there we go. Rice is growing. Let's see. So what was I doing again? I wanted to plan out this this area over here. So when you plan out your buildings, what people usually do is they'll make like an initial room, and then from that room they'll branch off and make other rooms. That's fine and dandy and all, but you really don't want to do that. The way you want your rooms designed is you want to have like a central hallway, and from that central hallway you have rooms. And could you guys like stop puking? I'm trying to give an explanation here. So from that central hallway you branch out and make other rooms and other smaller hallways. I know that sounds really obvious in hindsight, like no duh, you should have hallways, but it's easy to forget when you're playing a video game. Let's see if I can remember what I was doing. So I want to make a stockpile zone where people can put stones in. Let's see, that should be big enough for now. There we go. There we go. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's an odd number. If I don't make things odd numbers, it bothers me a lot. So let's see, we don't want anything in this room except stone blocks, because our guy is going to go over, make the blocks, and we can use that for building materials later. Let's see, so that's there. Stockpile zone. I think 7 by 7 should be good. Ah shit, you know what? I'm dumb. I did that wrong. 7 by 7. I'm actually going to extend this out a little bit. Boop, boop. There we go. And these little gaps I'm leaving in the plan, that's where a door is supposed to go. Let's see here. So bam, bam. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So this will be our main branching hallway. Everything else will just be, what's it called? Branching off that. Let's see here. This is being constructed. What else do I have to do? I'm gonna extend the stockpile zone here. There we go. Let's see, just make sure this... Yeah, this is fine for now. Just have everything go in here. Where are the stone blocks? Stone blocks don't go in there because I already have a spot here for it. And reuse just failing construction. Thanks. Really needed that. Oh, and as you can see here, everyone has really low expectations right now. We just started out. Eventually this will be more important as we go along further into the game. This very low expectation thing is like a buffer from when you first start out, because everything's crap. Let's see what else. He has a burning passion for his work, and he has an initial optimism. Oh, never mind, initial optimism. Oh no, it's right there. He's also soaking wet. I'm assuming that's because he walked through the marsh. Yeah. Here's our dog. Yeeyor. Very nice. Let's see, training. You can't do anything. You're useless. So, with dogs, they're useful because they give temporary buffs to the human allies as like real life, and they can also do this thing where they can haul things, except this dog can't actually haul anything because it is just too small for that, which is kind of a bummer. The dog that you get at the beginning, if it's even a dog, it can be a random pet. I've had some really interesting ones. It's usually a dog though. You can get all sorts of dog breeds in this game. Unfortunately we got a terrier, so it can attack things, and that's basically it. We'll still keep it around, no need to kill it. Just gonna go ahead and speed up the game. There we go. So our stone curves table is finished. We can issue our first bill. Bills are how things get done in the US government. Congress proposes... Okay, enough of that joke. Let's make an actual bill. Do until you have X. Make any stone blocks, and let's see. I want 200. There we go. Pause when satisfied. Unpause at 100. Get on that. Let's see, who will get on that? It will probably be Severin. Whatever he's doing right now. Going for a walk. Alright, we do that. At the beginning, I sort of just let the colonists do what they want. I don't like pressure them too hard because there's no reason. Okay, there we go. And as we go down, we're also going to need a dining room. Let's just put that right here. Let's see, how big does the dining room have to be? I think 5 is a good number. I think 5 will be good for now. Let's see. 7. And then we're gonna have a big 7x7 room for our freezer, because we do need one of those if we want to get anywhere. Let's see, freezer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bam, 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 bam. So the reason why I'm giving the freezer double doors is, or not double doors, double walls, is because I needed to retain heat better, and if you do a double wall, it can do that, save you some energy, which is very important in the early game. Let's see, what else? What else do I need? Oh, the kitchen, right. Dining room, freezer, kitchen. Kitchen can go here. Actually, let me think about this a little more. So for this side, I'm actually gonna make it 3 thick just to be a little bit safer. And because of that, that means I have less space to work with, so I'm gonna extend this down a little bit more. So this is actually going to be... that's gonna be 4 now. You know what? That's fine. I don't need it to be that thick. It's gonna be 5 by 7. Is 5 by 7 good enough? Yeah, it'll be good enough, I think. We'll be fine. Go. You making the blocks? Nice, very nice. So yeah, that's Rimworld for you. Sorry this is a little boring right now, there's just not a lot going on here. Oh, you know what? I messed up my door placement actually. Because if I wanted to be here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yes, I'm going to be anal about this type of stuff, alright? Prepare to see this a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And over here will be the kitchen. Doesn't have to be very big. Chef is going to be a little cramped, but that's okay. You can deal with it. And these little, what would you call this? These little things I'm building out into the hallway, that's just extra room so I can make an airlock. And again, the airlock design is so that it retains heat better. Or, retains heat? No, it's a freezer. Retains cold better. You know what I mean. Anyway, rice is growing, that's good. Severin's on the blocks, that's good. Ryu is slowly hauling a pair of pants over, that's also very good. Let's see here. So I want to get... oh, you know what else I need? I need sleeping spots. There we go. Yeah, everyone's just gonna sleep on the ground for now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Can't afford a lot of luxuries out here, so we sleep on the ground. And the dog can sleep here too. There we go. Oh, good now. Hey there, Turkey. How's it going? Egg progress 5.9. So eventually we're gonna get out there and hunt animals. For example, we have these elk to hunt. Yay! Or we could hunt turkey, whatever we feel like. Only recommendation is we probably shouldn't be hunting bears because bears will fuck us up. So don't do that. And don't hunt any apex predators unless you have like a good reason to hunt them. In general, that'll turn out poorly. What is this noise? Oh, it's just the wind. Got it. So I really like the soundtrack in this game. I think I've heard most people compare it to the StarCraft 2 Terran music. And I think that's about right. StarCraft 2 Terran music was about rednecks in space trying to make a living. It's about right. Let's see here. So we probably won't be building any further down here. We can just zone that off. That'll be the end of our little hallway here. So on the left side is going to be mostly all this. From top to bottom we have storage, stone making, dining room, freezer, kitchen. On the right side, we'll put some other stuff. I haven't decided what yet. Obviously, we need like living spaces, but that can be its own separate building because I don't want to put them all together. Your workspace should be separate from your home space. It's a thing that Harrison Ford understood. I will follow that. I don't even know if Harrison Ford actually said that. All I know is he's probably a good businessman, better than I. So there you go. Colonists that start with asthma, they have this debuff where they have to get their asthma treated using medicine. That's going to be a problem because eventually I'm going to run out of medicine and Ryu is probably going to die. So that'll be interesting. Let's see, who's doing the crafting right now? Or sorry, who's doing the constructing right now? Ryu's doing it. I actually don't want him to do it unless he has to. Someone else can do that. Because while you're constructing, I want you to do it while someone else makes the blocks. It'll just be more efficient that way. And we have a sizable amount of blocks now. Let's go ahead and make our first wall. So first thing we want to wall off is this, our food supply. Or not our food supply, our storage supply. Things in storage rot over time, like this wood deteriorating because of unroofed outdoors, the food, the steel doesn't. The pants, my precious pants I have to protect. So I look at that going. Set that up to fast forward, there we go. I am so glad this fast forward button exists, because if it didn't, things would be going a lot slower. So here we can see Ryu doing his thing, constructing, having a burning passion for the slate wall here. You do it. Let's see, what else? Unsightly environment, stuff on the ground, stuff in the cold. You guys will be fine. At the top here you can see my columnists. Do you see this blue background here with this light blue bar filling up? That's basically their happiness. You need to be careful of people who are becoming unhappy, like Sammy here, who has decided to be unhappy because they are a pessimist. I see. They are just a pessimist and they'll always be like that. Got it. Let's see. Let's give you guys something fun to play with. Horseshoe pins. There you go. Now you guys have something to do. We'll put that right next to the farm. Why not? Alright, and we're off. Rimworld always starts off really slow because you just gotta get your infrastructure going. But once you get all that squared away, you can start worrying about other things. But until now, we're just doing that. Not sure. You know what? I should probably be putting the beds indoors instead of outdoors. That's my bad. Well, we don't have any beds, or we don't have any indoor spots right now, so we'll have to deal with it. What happened here? Why is there blood everywhere? Doe, dead. Missing body parts, 36%. What happened to you? The grizzly bear versus the deer. So here you can see a detailed log of things that have happened, just in case you need to see what happened. The grizzly bear lacerated the deer's body with dexterity. The deer chomped the grizzly bear with her teeth, biting his body without emotion. Well, the deer did a pretty good job fighting back. Anyway, we're over here because we see medicine. We'll go ahead and grab that when someone has the time. That might be a while, actually. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, game, alright? Recreational variety, I know. Transport pod crash. A sailor named Tico is crashing a transport pod nearby. Hey Tico, what's up? Oh my god, hold up. You have Devil Strand? Alright, we're gonna do something mean here. Strip. Let's see, who's awake? Ambrosia Sprout. Ooh, hey Randy, you're just giving me all the things. So Ambrosia is how do I explain this? Ambrosia is a plant that you really want to harvest if you can. Also have a growing zone here. This covers all the Ambrosia. But here's the thing, we're not going to grow anything in this zone. No sowing. So what's going to happen is when the Ambrosia sprouts, colonists will come over and harvest it because I put it in the growing zone, but they won't sow any plants themselves. This Ambrosia sprout is just going to be here. And we'll have some nice drugs to sell. It's not actually drugs. It's described, I believe, as a mildly addictive fruit. But people do buy it for quite a bit. Oh hey, there's some steel here. I missed this. Oh, some over here too. Unforbid that. There we go. Everyone's back on again with constructing. Very nice. As soon as this gets built, I'll move everyone's house indoors. Or everyone's house. Everyone's beds. But not even beds, really. These are just sleeping spots. But I will get some beds going. Proper beds, at least. We do have the wood for it. I'm really lucky that my random start slide put me in a boreal forest. Just gonna go with that motorcycle path. Because there's plenty of wood, and you can use wood to build things with. Again, we're not making the building itself out of wood because I have to replace it all later. But we can make beds out of wood. And you want to do that because wood is the most comfortable. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I believe wood is one of the most comfortable materials to make furniture out of. Like, would you rather sleep on a wooden bed or a stone bed, you know? I mean, it doesn't matter because mattresses, but just think about it. Nice. So that's all constructed. We can put our first beds in here. It's gonna be a little cramped. Gonna be a little weird, but that's okay. There we go. Don't need these anymore. Yeah, I know I need colonist beds. I'm getting on it. Jeez. And after the bed, we can start working on our kitchen, freezer, dining room combo. Really want to get that going as fast as possible. Let's see, what else? What else is there to talk about in this game? If you think this kind of game is boring, feel free to click away. There's not going to be much to see for a while.